Hello, welcome back. I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation. You already know we do things very differently here because I don't have a background in Western psychology. I was a divorce mediator in 2001. A couple asked me to help save their marriage. I discovered things about marriage that it's amazing. A marriage is amazing. Your marriage can and should be amazing, but we're not taught about marriage correctly. We're taught all these things from a perspective of let's find out what's wrong and fix it. That's the Western psychological modus operandi. We don't do things that way. The mission is happiness, love, and harmony. And so those are our pole stars. That's how we figure out what to do next. Now, in your case, you may be alluding to she's got something to hide. And my response to that is, so what? It doesn't make any difference. She's an individual. And you may not like this. That's okay. I'm telling you what works to infuse happiness and love into your marriage, not what works for you as an individual who maybe you're, too fearful. Maybe you're jealous. I don't know. That would be your problem. Her being secretive is her business. We each as individuals have free will. Your role in the marriage is not to judge her, not to tell people she's too secretive, certainly not to tell her she's too secretive. It isn't going to help. If she is hiding something that is really important, you're going to find out later. But if she's just hiding things or is secretive because that's her nature, that's who you married, and you need to be respectful. It doesn't mean that she's a bad person. It doesn't mean you can't give her all of your love, all of your protection, all of your admiration, because what you're doing is you're just pointing out one of her many, many flaws. And she could turn back and point out one of your many, many flaws, and then where are you? We used to call that a Mexican standoff. That's not what marriage is all about. Marriage is all about love, happiness, and harmony. So you need to remove this part of yourself that is seeing that above all other things. Now, you may write in, I get this all the time, where someone writes in and says, yeah, you must be like a beta male or blah, blah, blah. She's my wife, I have a right to know. I don't care if you have a right to know. You have a right to be happy in your marriage. And by seeing her flaws, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be distracted from your number one responsibility in marriage is to learn how to love her unconditionally. Well, if you're worrying about her hiding stuff, you're not going there. You're supposed to be cultivating that love. You're supposed to be infusing that love. You're supposed to turning your sacred space of marriage into a space of happiness and love. That's your job. It is. So I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to ignore all of what to you might be obvious. I'm telling you what works. This works. To recognize that your wife has free will, and that doesn't mean that it's limited. It means that it's a gift that she received from God, just as you received your free will from God. And no one has the right to mess with your free will. Now, in your case, let's turn it around. And if she goes, you're too secretive, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? You use your free will to take care of her because she has fear of something, and then it becomes your job to make sure she's okay. Marriage is not about give and take. A lot of people think it is. It's not true. Marriage is about give and give some more and keep giving. Your job is to learn to love unconditionally. When you do that, without an agreement that she does that too, you will find happiness in your marriage. She will relax in your marriage. Now, from her point of view, it'll be different, but I'm helping you from your point of view. Relax this stuff. Appreciate her for who she is. Don't worry about the flaws. Anytime one comes up, because if you stop worrying about this one, you're going to start seeing another flaw. Guaranteed. It's how the mind works. Love is not emotion. Love transcends emotions because it transcends the mind. It comes from you, the soul, which comes from God. So that's where you got to go with all this. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. Been doing this a very long time. I totally know what I'm talking about here. If you want to write into the One Counselors, they're very highly trained. You could ask them too. They'll tell you basically the same thing I'm telling you. All right. I hope you come back again. I hope you already subscribed. I hope you like this video. I hope you leave a positive comment or ask a question. And I hope to see you again. God bless you and take care.